Hi everyone. Today we're going to read a book that's called What is Love? When I was a boy in the garden out front of the house where we lived, I asked my grandmother, what is love? My grandma was old. I thought she would know. Look, out in the garden. Let's see what Grandma said. She picked me up in her arms and said, I can't answer that. Who can, I asked. If you go into the world, you might find an answer. There's Grandma hugging him. So let's go out in the world. Let's see. So I went. And there he goes. He's leaving the home. He's going out into the world. I asked the fisherman, what is love? The fisherman smiled. Look, love is a fish, he said. A fish, I said. It glimmers and splashes just out of reach. And the day that you catch it, if you know what you're doing, you give it a kiss. And throw it back in the sea. Yeah. But I don't like fish, I said. They're slimy and taste bad, and they have creepy eyes. The fisherman sighed. You do not understand. I asked the actor, what is love? The actor smiled. Love is applause. Applause? It's the hoots of the crowd, the sound of their hands. You stand in the footlights while they all scream your name. Sometimes they throw flowers. At that moment you know you exist, you are seen. But the crowd leaves, I said. They go home. The actor says, you do not understand. I asked the cat, what is love? The cat smiled. Love is the night. The night, I said. That sounds all right. There's the kitty. Huh? And he likes it at night when it's dark. Wow. But before the cat could explain, a dog chased it away. Wait, I said, stop. What is love? The dog looked back and said, this. There's a dog chasing the cat. He said, this is love. I asked the carpenter, what is love? The carpenter smiled. Love is a house. You hammer and saw and arrange all the planks. It wobbles and creaks and you alter your plans. But in the end, the thing stands and you live in it. A house. Look. That's what love is, the carpenter said. House. I said, I'm not allowed to use hammers. Once I busted my thumb. I don't mean a real hammer. I'm not talking about thumbs. It got busted real bad. The carpenter sighed. You just do not understand. Let's see. The farmer told me love is a seed. This soldier told me love is a blade. That soldier told me love is a horse. But the cart driver said, no, it's a donkey. So you see, each one, it's a horse. What is that one? It's a donkey. That's what love is to all these people. A sports car, a donut, a lizard, a ring, the first snow of winter, a maple in summer, a grizzly bear, this pebble right here. These are all things people told me love is. It's all the different things. Look, can you see all the different things? Yeah, and each one says whatever they have, that is love. Yeah, that's cool. I asked the poet, what is love? The poet smiled. Sit down and I'll tell you, he said. A list so long that it goes on for pages. I didn't have time to listen to that. There's the poet. Says, hang around. We'll talk about it, love. But he said, I don't have the time. Wait, said the poet, I have not answered your question. I'm sure I haven't, I said. You sure I haven't? I said. The poet shouted at me, you do not understand. Yeah, he's just walking away. Just walking away. He doesn't understand. Let's see. And so one day I returned to the house where we lived. See, he returned after going all over to find out what love is. The lights were all on. I smelled dinner cooking. My dog barked loudly at me from a window upstairs. I took off my shoes and I stood in the garden. I curled my toes so they dug into the dirt. I didn't hear my grandmother come up behind me. So there's the house. See? Look. Here's the house. And there he's sitting. Took his shoes off and he's there. But he didn't see his grandma behind him. What happened? Finally, she said, you have come back. She was older. I was taller. She asked me, did you answer your question? There's Grandma. Said, oh, you're back. I've been waiting for you. Did you get the answer? What is love? I picked her up in my arms. I smiled and I said, yes. Look, there, picking up Grandma. Can you see? And said, yes, I know what love is. Oh, let's find out. Whoa, what is love? Everything. He found out what love is. And what is love? To everybody, it's something different, right? And that's kind of cool. So what do you love? You have a great day. Bye. Love you.